gotta do something, Patrick, or this is gonna turn into another martial arts massacre.
Stay back! And what makes you think I stand a chance?
What makes you think you don't? You're the one who stopped the slaughter 2 years ago. You're the only one who can stop this from turning into a total clusterfuck now.
Hey guys, it's been about 5 months since I've made an update to Fatal Encounter. Between now and last May, there have been a lot of progress that has been done for the movie before I decided to take a 2 to 3 month break until about January of next year to really finish up a lot of things. So the very first thing that I did since the May update was my friends and I went to a place that is quite familiar to us called Pyramid Lake. Now where we live at, this lake feels otherworldly to me, and I filmed there in my last movie for Final Confrontation. But for this one, we decided to go back there. We filmed a scene for the space between worlds, and it was more or less a reason to go out and film there and had a better place in the story compared to where the scene originally took place, which was inside my own house, to really drill the point that we are living in the same space as the spirits with us. But I didn't want to drill that too much since I already do it later in the movie, so I figured I might as well take them back to the place where they met last before they meet again somewhere else and kind of give the space between worlds a different meaning. But I'm not here to tell you all the little meanings in the movie and whatnot. After filming with my friends down at this lake, which was nice, I went into hardcore editing status. And with all the editing that I've done, I've changed some effects that I felt needed to be changed. Because at the time I made the effects for the trailer, some were just not fine-tuned enough, others can use more detailing in places. And the biggest change was an explosion effect that I used for the trailer to kind of show the city blowing up through multiple explosions. I ended up zooming in and just using a different kind of explosion that I pulled off of a royalty-free site and made sure I had the right license to use it. And I have to say, it looks a lot better. I've been working on sound design with the new explosion effects, and it's coming along a lot better than I thought. Of course, the music composer is crazy busy composing music for everything. Valpyrian Music has talent like none other in my opinion. I love his music. It's great. It's amazing. And I can't wait to hear some of the next songs he's currently working on. After doing all the math and with how everything has been going with the production of the movie so far, it's realistic for me to say that it will not be getting 100% done until about next October, about a year from now exactly. Mainly because of unfinished effects that need to be done, a couple more pickup shots I need to film, and especially music composition. That takes a long time, especially when all of it's put on one guy's shoulders to compose music for the entire movie, not just one piece, but the entire thing. Because I don't want to get music from royalty-free sites, because then they're not made to match the mood. They're not made to match what's going on in front of you on screen. And for me, music is just as important as everything else in the product, because the music is what's going to pull you in emotionally and what's going to make you remember what you're watching. The best example I can give you that is in Star Wars Episode 1, when Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan are fighting Darth Maul, and then of course we have a couple other battles going on. You remember that song. You do. It hits you right in the heart. And I want the music for this movie to be similar to that. I mean, of course I'm very inspired by Star Wars to make Fatal Encounter, but the music is extremely important. And that's why I feel like it's best to have this project go on longer and for it not to be 100% done for at least another year until I get all the music completely done. And I'd rather spend a bunch of money, and not only does it help out the music composer, it helps me out too to build this movie and create a good portfolio out of it for maybe my future jobs and for his future jobs. and for it to be more enjoyable for you guys, because that's what it's about. I want you guys to enjoy this movie. But keep in mind, it is a low-budget movie. Of course, the budget I originally had for it was like $3,000 to $7,000, and that totally skyrocketed. I'm looking at about $22,000 right now. But, that's okay. I just want it to be good. I want it to be memorable. So, between all the effects that have been going on behind the scenes, I'm going to show you guys a few before and after stuff, so you can kind of get a feel of, like, this is how it looks before, this is how it looks when it's done and I've finished all the touch-ups and whatnot. And it's stuff like that takes me the longest, is the visual effects, because I'm not very good at them, I should say. I've done visual effects before, but nothing on this level. I told myself for every project I do, I have to do something I've never done before. I've never done green screens or explosion effects. That one green screen footage in my last movie, I had someone else help me with, because I don't know how to edit them. I mean, in Photoshop, yes, but when you have something moving now, there's a whole lot more variables going on, and that's what makes it a lot harder. If the image is still, it makes it a lot easier. And most of the green screen effects I haven't finished yet. I've only got around to like 2 out of, I say, 5 of them, I believe. So there's still quite a bit more I need to do with the green screen. And same with the explosions. I got a couple more done, but the majority of them I still am in progress of getting down. And I also have a couple more pickup shots. I did go back and refilm a couple of them because I couldn't get the mood I was going for the first time. The best example is we're up in the woods, and the first shot looks like you're looking at the back of a dog and his ears are flapping, and it just doesn't fit as you can see right now. So I decided to go back up there with my camera guy and his cousin, and we decided to film it again. And the second time through, I have to say it looks a lot better. And that's just one example of one of the re-shots that we did. We had to go back and refilm some stuff for just, better emotional connection for it is what I'm trying to go for. And for me, I'd rather go back and get it right the first time than hurry up and rush something along and have it be complete garbage and just a waste of time. And on that note, I have finished the Fatal Encounter t-shirts, and they look pretty damn good. It's pretty much just a poster on top of a shirt, and I'm going to be distributing these in this nice royal blue or like a red color, so you have like a couple color choices. Originally it was going to be like on a black, but the black doesn't really match, and like all the details in the poster itself start to fade. And on the back is one of my logos that I had a friend create for me quite a ways back, and it actually looks pretty dang good. That's another reason why black wouldn't work. The logo would fade, at least with the silhouette. So I am pretty excited. I'm not going to be handing these out until early next year for everyone else who wants one. And if you're one of those people that do want one, I am giving them out for free, and I'm not charging anyone for the shirts for quite some time. So if you're interested in one, hey, let me know, and I'll keep you in mind for the next, the next product order I make on these shirts. This one is for actor who was nice enough to give me his time and help me with this movie. So we got posters, t-shirts. I'm gonna have some mouse pads done and some coffee mugs, perhaps. And that's probably gonna be it for merchandise I'm gonna be handing out, because then in of itself is just gonna be the movie, the Blu-ray. I mean, that's going to be the big thing, and like the digital copies, and the Blu-ray's going to have all these update videos on it and that kind of stuff. But I haven't started to delve into making of a Blu-ray. That probably won't be until the middle of next year when I really start getting deep into that. But until then, that's what I've done so far with Fatal Encounter. And as a special treat to anyone who is a fan of me now or just a friend that supports my work, thank you guys for all your support. I have a rough cut of Fatal Encounter. Yes, you heard me right. A rough cut of the movie. Excuse me. This is the second rough cut. The first one I didn't show anyone but me and my assistant director because there was a lot wrong with it, and it's a rough. It's just throw it together real quick, see how it turns out. And so him and I watched the first one, and after that, then we decided where to go from there. But now the second one has a lot more done. Keep in mind, it's about an hour and 42 minutes. And of course, you're going to be spoiled of everything because you're watching it from beginning to end. But if you want, you can watch it yourself, because I can use any feedback to improve upon what I'm already working. Mainly with maybe like cropping of some shots, or maybe some fine-tuning on some sound in areas, like, oh, well, why don't you overlay this sound effect instead of this one, or make this one sound a little bit louder. It's just a bunch of little things that your opinion could really help make this come along a lot better, and I could use any feedback I can get too. So if you want to see a rough cut of it, I have the rough cut on YouTube, but it's a private video, so in order for you to get to it, and I'm going to go through it myself and try to put a link to that in the video description as well. So it's going to be further along in the description, so unless people actually watch this video from beginning to end, then you'll be able to go down and see and click that, because most people don't just click in the description really, at least as far as I can tell. But there'll be a couple ways for you to actually see the movie in its entirety at the moment. Most of it's without music, and there's still a lot of work that does need to be done. Some scenes just don't have any sound effects whatsoever, and you'll be able to see a lot of that. And some stuff that should be filled in there are filled with text instead of the actual shot, because I haven't got around to filming it yet. It's taken that long. We've been quite busy. But you can go watch it now. So that's the Fatal Encounter rough cut number 2. I expect a few more before the movie will actually be 100% done. And again, I appreciate your guys' support. And that's it for this update video. I won't be posting another one until probably next March. I got a black belt test that's coming up on me within 5 months in February, and I'm going to be spending a lot of time working on that while I let the music work itself out. So music's going to be currently being done, but within the next 3 to 5 months, I'm going to be training more for my 2nd degree black belt and getting that done instead of really working on the movie in depth. Of course, I'll work on it a little bit here or there, especially like during winter break and whatnot, but nothing as serious as I have been putting in a crazy amount of hours into getting the 2nd rough cut done. And that being said, have a great day, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next update video. Have a good one.